Well, hi there, friends. This is Amanda. I am here and I am back to do a video all about planning for homeschool. So I am basically going to walk you through my homeschool planner. I have completely revamped it since the last time I talked about homeschool planning. And that's kind of what I do. And I know it's the end of the school year and most people are talking about planners at the beginning of the school year. But for me, I like to change things up so that I can be fresh and new, especially right now because we're at the end of our homeschool year and things are getting stale. You know how it is, and you're trying to stay motivated and stay excited for what you're doing. And so one of the things that I thought I would do is just look into planners and look at how I'm planning and maybe change it up. So that's what I did, and I wanted to share it with you today. I got a brand new planner. Actually, it's still a planner that I made. It's a planner from Happy Planner, but I love Happy Planner because it's so customizable, and I was still able to customize it and change it and make it into what I wanted it to be. So you're going to see that throughout this planner, that it's completely customized to what I wanted. And that's what I needed. I always need a planner that's customized to me. And so I love it because the Happy Planner, you can take these pages out, put the pages in, you can change the discs here that they're on to make it bigger and smaller. And so I just love that, and I can add any pages that I want. I have the big Happy Planner, so I can print out the pages that I want and add what I want. And you're gonna see that as I explain it. So in previous videos, I've showed you how I've made planner pages and I kind of put them all in a binder. But this is so much better because it's on this disc system, and so I can just take the pages in and out, and we can flip, and I can flip it open and flip through my planner and flip it all the way around because it's on these discs. So anyways, we'll get into that. But first, what I wanted to show you is the cover of my planner. So this cover comes from one of the faith planners that Happy Planner has. And I don't do faith planning because I do all of my faith journaling right in my Bible. And I wanted to kind of just show you that. So I pulled out one of my Bibles. I have many different Bibles, but I want to show you the one that I keep a lot of my notes in. And if you notice, I just keep like all of my notes right in my Bible. So I don't really do faith planning because any notes that I take, I just put right in my Bible. I do little tip-ins. If you've ever done Bible journaling, you know what a tip-in is. But yeah, I just kind of put all of my notes on the side, just right in my Bible. So, and if I run out of space in this Bible, you know, and I'm still studying the same section, then I will, I put like post-it notes, you know, so I never cover up the scripture, but I put in a post-it notes and I put all sorts of different things in my Bible. And if, like I said, if I run out of space in my Bible, then I just go to another Bible that I have and I put more information in there. So I don't need a separate journal or planner for my Bible scripture because, or for my faith, because I have it all like inside my Bibles, the different Bibles that I have. So, but I love their faith planner covers and dividers. And so what I did is I kind of freaking planned, I guess is what they call it, where I took parts from their faith planner and parts from just regular planners and put it all together into one. So I have 5 sections in this planner, and I'm going to just tell you about them, and then mostly I'm going to focus on the homeschool section that I made because this channel is all about our homeschooling and our fun hands-on learning that we do. So, but I loved the cover. It says, "In the beginning, God created," Genesis 1:1, and I want everything in our homeschool to be focused on Christ and our faith and centered around our biblical worldview. So I love that. So I wanted everything in my planner to kind of focus on that. So I bought this planner and then I took a bunch of stuff out of it, and you'll see what I did. So the front of it just says, "My worth is found in Christ," and it says, "This big Happy Planner belongs to," and I got my name there. And so that's pretty cool. And then the next page, let's flip it. I just have planner notes about the different sections that I wanted to have in this planner. So I have 4 do I have 4 or 5 sections? I have 4 main sections in this planner. I have an everyday section where I keep like my events, my appointments, our daily meal plan for our household, just household things, shopping lists, all that. I have our homeschool planner, which I will go in detail with you guys on this channel. I have my journal where I keep memories, Bible verses, prayers. So I kind of do keep a few Bible related things in this planner, but it's more of a journal. Then I keep my actual Bible notes in my Bible. Okay, and then I have a business section for my fun hands-on learning business. All right, so, and then this is just like a page where you could track different things. I'm tracking Bible verses each day. And I just started this planner in April. So, because I decided to revamp everything that I was doing. So you're gonna see that everything starts in April. All right, so I just have some pictures here that we had printed out, and I had nowhere to put this page. These are just my kids. And so I just stuck that in there. And then we get into April. Now, this section is going to be, the first section is my everyday catch-all. So this is not my actual homeschooling section. So I'm just gonna go through this section really quick. So the first divider here says April, and I love this. It says, and we know that all things work together for good, Romans 8:28. Okay, so I love this, but I wish that it had the whole verse because, or the second part of the verse, because in verse 29, it explains, because not all things work together for good in life, right? But it says, so verse 28, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. So we know that all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So I kind of wish it had that part, because then we know that if we are following Christ, then things will work together for good. God uses that for our good. But it's not, he doesn't use everything for our good if we're not following Christ and we're not called according to his purposes. So anyways, but I still like this because it brings me to that verse and it makes me think of it. Okay, so let's move on. So here's April, and I didn't fill in my monthly calendar, but basically this is last week. Let me take my shopping list out of there. And let me just kind of show you. Yep. This is just my everyday layout. So I have like my meal plan over here, and then every day, the 19th to 20th, 21st, all the different things that I had to do, and were things that were going on during the week. So I have that here, and then here's this week, and I just have this tab here, so it kind of sticks up, so I knew where we were for the week. So I'll take that out too, so you can kind of see the whole layout. And I've been decorating it. It's been fun. So this first week I did like a spring theme, so it says Hello Spring, and yeah, so I did a spring theme with just some springy pictures and things like that. And then this week I did a farmhouse kitchen theme, and so I just decorated it. And again, I have our meal plan over here. I only write 4 meals, and then the rest of the days we eat leftovers, or we order, or whatever we do. We usually do a pizza night where we order pizza on the weekends. And then Sunday nights, Sundays I don't really cook, so we just kind of do what we want to do, because we have church and small group and all sorts of things going on. Or church and small group going on Sundays, so I don't worry about cooking. So anyways, I just put 4 meals usually. Okay, and then this is our week this week. Here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yeah, and then we'll be going into May. So I just have our family goals and some trackers down here. And then this will be May, my story for his glory. Love, love, love the divider here for May. And then I have a May calendar to fill out, and then it'll be empty. So this is what it'll look like for May. This is what it kind of looks like before I plan in it. All right, so let's get into the part though that you guys are here for. You guys are here for the homeschooling section of my planner. Okay, the front cover of the homeschool section, I have, this is from a Happy Planner Happy Notes book, and I just took the cover out because I wanted, again, to have a faith-themed cover. So it's Grace for Today, love it. And when you open it up, I have my cover page for our homeschool planner. This cover page comes in a download on my website. I'm gonna leave a link below to any of the printables that I have for my planner, and you can go get them. If you already have them, I've revamped them all. They're just all new, and so you can go get them if you already have them. You've already paid for it, so you can just download them for free. And so this is one, and you can edit all of my printables that are in the link below, so I'll leave the link. So like here I have 2021, 2022, and I have our family name. You can edit that and put whatever you want. There are a couple of different colors of these covers that I have for you. Last year I used like the bluish one, and this year last time, I'm still in the same school year, I guess, but for this next school year, I'm using the green and the bright colored one. So there's my cover. And then we go into our attendance pages. I made new attendance pages. So here's our attendance page. I have one for each student that I'm taking attendance for. So there's one. Here's for my son James. Here's for my son Seth. Here's one for my son Paul and stuff. So I have, if you've never watched any of my videos, I have 8 children, and my oldest 2 one's in middle school and one just started high school. He's a freshman, and they are doing an online Christian academy. And so I don't have to do a lot for them per se. So it's kind of an online homeschool. And then my school age kids are Mark, James, and Seth, although Seth is really doing preschool because he's got special needs. And then, so I have to do a lot of planning for them. And then I have some toddlers, Paul's kind of doing preschool, and Peter is 2, and he's kind of doing some preschool. And then I have a baby that's 8 months old. So anyway, so I only take attendance for the kiddos that I'm really working with a lot. And basically these attendance pages, I made a couple of different kinds, and again, you can edit them yourself and change them up. You don't have to have the pictures. I put little pictures, like I put the apples on September and the pumpkins on October and so on. You don't have to have those little icons there or anything. But basically how I'm going to keep attendance, and I kind of started this week. I haven't filled in. We're past these days. I need to check this. Well, today's the 29th that I'm filming this. I don't know when you're going to see it, but today's the 29th that I'm filming this. I need to check that box off. We did not do school on Tuesday because we had a whole ton of stuff that we did. Well, we kind of did school because it's kind of like field trip-ish. But anyway, so that's beside the point. Basically what I'm doing is I'm writing in the days and then just going to check off when we did school. So this is just going to be for the end of this school year. So I've got April and May here, and then I will print out a new one when we start the school year in August, and then we'll start keeping track on these. So, and I probably need to go back and look at what I've written, keeping track of our days in my last planner, and transfer it over to this one for this school year. So anyways, I have one of those for each student. And again, they're set up for the school year, but like if you school year round, you could change these months and stuff because you can go in and edit it. I did not put any password protection on it, so you can edit it if you want. Again, the links will be below. Then I also went ahead and made a reading log for each of my children. I think these are super cute. Not tooting my own horn or anything, but I do think they're super cute. I put reading log up here, and then I made it to look like bookshelves. I've seen this other places, but this was my take on it. This was my version of it. And basically you write the titles of the books that they read on the spine of all these books. It's super cute. And then once you run out of these, I put like a section down here where you can just write more titles if you need more space, if they read more, which of course they might. And then if they fill this whole thing up, you could print out another one and start keeping track of more. So I haven't filled in anything yet because again, I just made these. I just totally revamped this whole book, and so I just made these, so I have to go in and write down the books that he's read so far this school year. So that should be interesting to try to go back and write all that in, but I will try to do that. And I just have a little thing here that says just read. I think it's super cute, and the little kids up here with the books. I think it's super cute. All right, so I have one of those for 2 of my school age children. I don't have any for my older ones that are doing the online school because they kind of keep track of their own stuff. I also have I guess I could print out another one of these for my preschooler because I could write in the books that like we're reading together, but I reread so many books because preschool books are so small that I don't know if I really want to keep track. But my older ones, or my school age kiddos, I do. Okay, Then I also made Bible memory pages, and these are also in a download. You can get them. You can get these pages in a separate download, or you can get them with the planner pages, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But so I made Bible memory pages. They look like this. They come in black and white or the blue version here that I have. And again, you can edit them and you can change the colors if you want. I just made two. I made black and white, and then I made blue for me because I wanted blue. I can always go in and change the colors if I want for next year or whatever, or when we run out, because after 3, 6, 9 verses, then I need to print out another one. So basically what I did is I put a section where you can write the verse that they learned and the date that they learned it, and then there's lines here you could write out the verse if you want, which is what I did here, or you could just, there's just lines for taking notes. So if you want to write a little note about when he learned the verse and you know, just anything special or important about him learning that verse. So you could do that, or you could write out the verse like I did here. And I'm just starting now in April, so I just have the one that he's learned and so far. So I have this for, and I just wrote his name. There's a little dotted line, if you can see it. And then I just came with pencil or marker and a brush marker. I wrote his name, and then I put a little green outline. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but, and then I have another page for my other school age kiddo and a verse that he learned. So, all right, let's go into my actual planner, and I'm excited to show it to you. I'm going to show you last week's and then this week's homeschool plan pages. Okay, let's get into what you guys are all here to see, and that's the actual lesson planning section of my planner. So this section is labeled April. You can see that right there. I have April and May. I have a couple of months in here. I wasn't able to fit all the way to the end of this, well, end of the whole year, but I was able to fit to obviously the end of the school year because we're going to end by June. This says, "Let everything that hath breath praise the Lord." Love it. So this is the divider that I'm using for April, and there are different dividers. I'll show you, like May is just kind of some flowers. And let's see, I don't have June and July in here for the homeschool section because we won't be doing school in June and July, but here's August. Put God first and watch your life change. And then which one do I have in here? Oh, I don't have another one. Oh yeah, I do. Faith changes everything. Okay, so those are the dividers. Again, I got those from a Big Happy Planner, Faith Happy Planner. All right, so let's switch, or let's flip to April, and I'm going to show you guys my spread and everything for last week. And I will kind of go through everything here as best that I can so you can see. So again, I enjoy decorating my pages. So last week I did like this flowery type theme to it. And what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna flip to a blank page and show you what I started with. Okay, so let's flip to this. So this is the blank page, and this I designed on the computer, and it is in my download for you guys, and you guys can print it out and you can have these same exact planning pages if you want. I give you two versions. I give you this version that has all the lines in it, and then there's another version where all these boxes are blank if you don't like having the lines. But this is how I have it set up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns this way and 7 across. All right, so this is what I started with, and then let me show you last week, and then I'll show you this week. All right, so here's last week, and I do decorate. Now what I do, and you don't have to do it this way, but this is just how I do it. Again, I customize it for me, and every week looks a little different because every week is different, but the basics stay the same. So what I do is I put each child's name up at the top. Again, I told you I have 8 children, and I'm going to go through exactly what I do here with their names, and then and who's what. And then under each section, so this long section here is Mark, this section here is James, you get the point, this is Seth. And then over on the side here, let me scooch in, I have just the different subjects. So here's Bible, spelling, phonics, and English language arts. I have writing and reading, math, and then history and science, because we kind of switch off and do, one day we'll do a history, one day we'll do science. And I did not have these little stickers here. I think they look a little awkward, but the reason those are here is because I did have the pink, and I had the pink, but I didn't have these little blue stickers everywhere. And the reason I have them there is because one of my kids got a hold of some tape or whatever and got something, it's like it's still sticky. They got something super sticky on here and I can't get it off. So I just kind of covered it a little bit with these flowers. There's still some on the writing, but I covered a little bit so that when I close my planner, these pages aren't going to stick together. So that's what happens when you have a planner sitting there next to you when you're doing homeschool. You have little kids who do different things. So anyways, I have the date. So this was April 19th through the 25th. And so I put that up there in the corner. And then I took a section over here to do a lot of decorating and just some key things that I wanted to think about and meditate on during the week. Because I don't have to write a whole lot for these kids. So let me explain. So for this child and this child and this child, these three kids, well, these two in particular are my school age kids that do all these different subjects, and I have a lot to write for them. I also write quite a bit for this child. This is my special needs preschooler, and I do a lot of hands-on activities with him. So he's got a lot written there as well. These, Paul and Peter are, Paul is preschool age, but he's not quite ready for preschool, so he's kind of doing more toddler things, which is what Peter is doing as well. So I don't have to really write very much for them, but they do a hands-on activities, so I do write some things down. Like for example, Paul last week was doing some alphabet puppets, and I need to go back in here and check off like everything that we did. I did not do that, but I wanted to remember to do the alphabet puppets with him. You guys, if you've seen my other videos, you've seen my videos on our alphabet puppets. And then like we did, I did check this one off. We did alphabet letter stamping in the dough, so I give him like our activity cards, and then he stamps the letters in Play-Doh. And more of our activities, you guys have seen my fruit and veggie match activity. I have zoo animal activities in my preschool, not my hands-on to learn preschool curriculum, but I think it's in my vocabulary preschool curriculum. And then we did a farm matching. You guys have probably seen these activities if you watched any of my preschool hands-on activity videos. But anyways, what I do is I write them all out, and then we cross them, or I check them off once we do them. I need to go back. I'm horrible at going back and making sure I check things off. Like some things over here are checked off, but not everything. And then same thing with Peter. Peter was doing the First Words interactive book. This is from my website too. It's something that I created. I have all sorts of different interactive books for preschoolers, and that's what that one is. And he was doing our matching colors activity from my hands-on to learn preschool curriculum. And I also wanted to remember to get the color blocks out of the cabinet, so I wrote that in there. So anyways, and then here I just decided that week to write a list of some books that I was reading with my preschoolers, so I put that there. Now, this section here, this is Danny. He is our baby, so I don't have to have him in this planner, but I just like to have his name. I don't want him left out. Come on. I want to see his name. So his name is there, and I just kind of just wrote some silly things like stack blocks and play. I'm not going to write that every week, but yeah, I don't know if you can see that. This is really, the lighting in here is kind of light. And then I have some preschool songs that I was doing with all these guys. And then over here, the last two says Nate and Luke. Those are my middle schooler and my freshman in high school. And since they're doing their online curriculum, I don't really have to do much for them, but I did leave a section here if I wanted to write any notes. And this week I did actually write a little notes, so I'll show you that when I get to this week's planner spread. So down here, here's what I put as just a decorative portion, because I don't really need any writing space down here. But if you have more students, or if you're going to do it by day, like you're going to do, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or actually if you did it by day, I would put it here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because there's 5 days. Unless you wanted to do the whole week, then you could do it up here because there's 7 days. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But anyways, what I did is I'm decorating this section since I don't need all that space. So this section, I cut these from a card that I had, and because I just loved the saying, and I thought it would be a great thing to meditate on this week. So it says, there is no darkness God can't penetrate, no battle he can't win, and no evil stronger than his love. So I put that there. I cut out like the little strips to make it fit. And then I saw this sticker. This was a Happy Planner sticker. It says, start each day with a grateful heart. And I thought that was a good one too to kind of meditate on this week. So I have that in here, and that matched my theme. So the theme that I kind of went for on these pages when I was decorating, and you do not have to decorate your pages. Don't like look at this and go, oh my goodness, I have to spend all this time decorating. I've just been doing it because it's fun for me. So these stickers come from a Happy Planner sticker book of flowers, and then so do these stickers. I have some washi tape that I use usually, but these long strips came in a Happy Planner book and they matched this. So I went with like a blue and pink theme. So I backed these here with just some blue stickers as well. I cut the stickers in half and I put them behind each of the names. And I printed out the name of each subject on label paper, and then just cut them out so they became stickers as well. You could just write them in, but I don't love my handwriting. I really would love to learn how to do just some really pretty handwriting. And I have some books to teach me, but I don't have time to learn it. So what I do for right now is I just print out things that I want to look really nice in different fonts, and that's what I did up here with their names. I printed these out and just stuck them on. I printed them out on label paper and stuck them on. So I have the template in my computer now, so I can just print them out whenever I want. And over here I just put like 3 different things that I wanted to kind of remember. So this section over here with the lines is just places where you can write down like things you need to do or things you want to remember, stuff like that. So that's what I did that week. So that is last week. And then I'll show you this week. This is my divider. This is a Happy Planner like divider. And I had that stuck in here. Now I have some stickers on it. Sorry, take that out. I have some stickers on it because, sorry if this is really bright. The lights in here are kind of bright. I'm trying to get my camera to not be so dark, and now it seems like it's too bright. So I need a really good light. I need a ring light for my filming, and I'm going to get one. But for now, I'm dealing with what I have. Okay, so, because I feel like my last video was super dark, and now I feel like this video is super bright, but anyways, we're getting there, guys. All right, so this is my divider, and I just put some stickers on it because I didn't really love what it said. I'm super particular about these sayings and things that I put in my planner or just put in my life in general. I want them to be from a biblical worldview, and I want them to just be encouraging to me in my spiritual walk. So, and it didn't have anything bad written on it, but it said something like, she loves flowers and coffee or something like that, and I don't drink coffee. So anyways, it didn't go with me. So I just cover them up with some stickers. So this sticker here says, put God first and watch your life change. And then I just put, he's our peace, and let go and let God, because there was some writing here, so I needed to cover those up. And then this is just like some more flowers that I stuck there. So anyways, it's not like the cutest, but I like the wording on it. And then on the back, I just put this, like, adhered this strip of paper, and it has our warm-ups on it. These are our phonics warm-ups. These are our math warm-ups. And I just like to have this list next to me. And I did I lettered this and I lettered this. So you can tell my handwriting, my lettering is not the best, but I'm trying to learn because I want it to look cute. But anyways, I have way too much to do, and I'm always planning hands-on learning. I have 8 children. It's crazy life. And so learning to hand letter is not on the top of my list, but it is something that I would love to learn to do because I like to be creative. All right, anyway, So, warm-ups, I call them warm-ups because that's just what I used to call them when I was a classroom teacher. I called them warm-ups. And basically what they are is just little things that you can do before you start the actual day's lesson. So for math, before we start the lesson, we can do our 100 chart and we can practice skip counting. And there's all sorts of different activities that I do on the 100 chart with them. So I might say like, find the number 55, now find a number that's 8 more. And then they have to find that number or whatever and mark it. So those are just quick, fast, math thinking warm-ups that get them prepared, or not prepared, but get them excited and ready for our math lesson. So that's just one idea. Another idea, so I don't do all these all day, like every single day I don't do all of these. I just pick one and we do one for the day. So one day I might pull out our place value cards and do those. One day we might work on, I might pull out a clock and we'll just do some clock time, telling time, or I might pull out some change and we'll count money really quick before we start the day or start the math lesson. I do the same thing with math fact flashcards and our math fact fluency sheets that I've been working on. They're not finished, but they're almost finished. I'm working on division right now. So we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and working on division. You can get these on my website. I will leave a link below to that. Things that I mention in this video, I will try to leave links below to where you can get them from my shop. Okay, and then we do time tests every once in a while, and that kind of goes with this math fact fluency sheets. Those are getting us prepared to do our math fast. So sometimes I do time tests with them. And then, yeah, so that's just for math. And then I have the same kind of idea for phonics. And I just keep this here, and then like for phonics, I have our alphabet sticks and our phonics charts. Those are on my website as well. I have our fluency cards. Those are from my Phonics for Reading curriculum, and we just do those really quick sometimes and before we do our phonics lesson as a warm-up. I have spots here because I want to write some more ideas, and I just haven't. So anyways, that's here, and that just always stays. So this little divider always stays wherever my pages are for the week. Okay, so let me really quick, and I'm sorry that my camera is moving so much, but for whatever reason, I needed it to be taller so you could see the whole page, and my stand is not. So I'm not on my stand right this second, but this is the layout for this week. So what I do is I decorate it first, and then I come back in and I write in all of the lessons and everything that I want to write in. And I know that I have all of this space over here to decorate, so this is where I always start. I kind of decide how do I want to decorate it, start over here, and then I go from there. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to go see what my kids were doing because I was hearing like yelling in the background. So if you heard yelling in the background, that was my kids. They were throwing a ball and they were going, ah, and it, every 5 seconds, and I was hearing them and I'm like, what is going on? That's what was going on. So I'm back. And I kind of adjusted my camera too, so hopefully this will be a little bit better. All right, so you're looking at this week's homeschool lessons here. This is my lesson planning pages. And like I was saying, so let's scooch over here. I was saying that I started with this section since I know I don't have to really write anything down here because I only have to write a few things for the kids up top. I decided to start, I always kind of gonna start with this section, decorate it first. So what I did is I kind of was looking through my sticker books, and I saw this sticker. It said, "You are the God that works wonders," Psalm 77, 13 through 14. And I thought, all right, that is going to be my key theme for this week. That's what we're going to be thinking about this week. So I stuck, and then I said, okay, I'm going to stick, this was a clear sticker, so I'm like, I want to stick it to a cardstock. What color do I want to do? And I said, all right, last week, let me flip back. Last week I did like a blue and green and pink. I said, this week I'm gonna go bright. And so green is my favorite color, so maybe that's why I chose this, but I was like, I had some bright cardstock and I said, I'm gonna do this one. So I stuck the sticker on there, and then I put the cardstock kind of just on the page. I just glued it, kind of kitty corner, and then I went from there. Then I pulled out these. These are just paper pieces that I had purchased. They're die cuts. I used to do a lot of scrapbooking, and I haven't done that in years. I did it probably the last time I've done any scrapbooking was 2007 or 2008. Probably I stopped doing it in 2008. So we're talking we're talking over 10 years at least, since I've done scrapbooking, but I do love paper crafts. And so, so I still buy paper crafts. So these are just like some spring ones. And I thought, okay, we're going to do like a spring theme, this week. And that's what I did. And so I just kind of glued these things. This here is a piece of scrapbook paper, and I thought it went really well because it kind of looked like a honeycomb, and I thought it went well with this little bee and like the little bugs. So on the bottom here, and again, you do not have to decorate your homeschool planner. I'm just having fun with it. So I did the honeycomb all along the end here, and then I ripped the edges. See how it's kind of ripped? That page is kind of ripped, and this side is kind of ripped, just to give it a funny look. I like that look. And then I glued all these little paper pieces, these little bugs for spring, and these little flowers. All right, so there's that. And then I put another piece of that same scrapbook paper here, and I put this is a sticker. It says have faith. So, and then just more little pieces all over the place, little flowers. Here was a little heart sticker that I thought kind of matched. And then what I did is I have a tab punch. And so I punched that same green cardstock. I punched and put a tab. I punched green cardstock, and then I punched out the back side of this scrapbook paper had like these flowers. I don't know if you can see. Had these flowers on it. So I flipped them around, and so what I did is like I did one green and then one with the flowers, and one green and one with the flowers, and so on. So I kind of just did that all along. Again, I put my kids' names at the top. I showed you how I did that. And I put subjects down here. Now the subjects, oops, this one's coming up. The subjects are only for these two kiddos. The rest of the kiddos I don't really have to do subjects for. And so if you look here, these are paper pieces too, and this is just some clouds and it's raining. I don't know if it's too bright for you to see that, but anyways, these two kids, again, are my ones that are doing the online schooling. And so all I have to do, I wrote a little note here that I need to look over Luke's science labs and email his teacher. So that is in there. And then let's look over here. So let's see. I have some, this week I just had some reminders that I wanted to write down. So I needed to take out the phonics double consonant activity for Mark. I've shown this activity in other videos. This is an activity you can get off my website. I need to print the May calendars because May is coming up here. My kids fill out calendars for every month. And then we had a Awana night at church this week, and I wanted to write down the verses that Mark and James were saying at their program so that we could practice them at the beginning of the week. This is already over, but yep, we had that. And then here's just like a close-up of some of our lessons. So this is Bible, and I do Bible together with all of them. So I just kind of wrote everything across here, and I need to check off. We did this already too. I wrote, we need to do some worship songs. I wrote a memory verse that we're working on, and just some different lessons that we're doing. And then, and I basically, oh, and I put this little sticker here that says pray, because I want to remember we pray every day. And then, down here, now for Seth, my preschooler, I wrote down a list of all the hands-on activities that he's going to do this week. And the reason I like to keep them in here, even though I have all of his hands-on activities, they're all ready to go and they're in the cabinet, and I just pull them out, as I've shown in other videos. I'm liking having a list here because then I can go back and check off the ones that he's done, and I can flip through my planner, you know, over time and see all of the different hands-on activities that he's already done, and just kind of have an idea of what we've done and what has kind of been worked and not worked and whatever, but I'll have them all here. So I need to go back and check off the ones that he's done already this week. We were just doing accounting when we were doing this farm count. Oh, you can't see it. We were doing this farm counting one this morning, but I need to go back and check off all the different ones. I haven't really checked off much of anything this week of what we've done. But so that's what I do for him. I don't necessarily write out a ton, but I write out all of the hands-on activities that he does, because he doesn't do a whole lot of like workbook pages and stuff yet, because he can't really write yet. yet. He does do a few, but not much. So like right down here, I put trace letters and numbers. We were practicing that, but he does more of the hands-on stuff that I've shown you in my preschool videos. So I've written all of the things that we were doing this week. Then, let's see. So then for these kiddos, my school-age kiddos, same thing. So here is spelling, phonics, and English language arts. So I have like take our spelling test. I need to cross out or check off what we've done. And then I write down what we do. And then I reminded myself I need to do those phonics warm-ups. And then this diphthong flip book, that's one of my flip books from my Phonics for Reading curriculum. I want to make sure he did that. These two activities here are from my Best Starts for Language Arts curriculum. And so this is doing some sentences and nouns. So I am writing the hands-on activities that these kiddos are doing as well. But it's not as much as this kiddo here because he needs to do more hands-on stuff. All right, so then down here for writing and reading, we're writing about elephants and just a book that he's reading out of, and he's doing some narrative writing. And then this child, and handwriting without tears they're doing. So he's doing cursive and he's doing printing. And yeah, so just some more books and things that they're reading. And then for math, again, I didn't want to forget our warm-ups and our Math Facts Fluency sheets. You can get those from my website. And then, well, these are actually not sheets. Well, they are sheets, but I laminate them and I put them on rings, and then they do them really quick. So here's some of the math activities. So when I do my hands-on activity videos, these are some of the things that you're seeing. So he was doing multiply with dough and the pizza multiplying activity, the beehive multiplying, and he is also doing a unit on addition, even though it's not easy addition. It's like adding 4-digit numbers and regrouping and all of that kind of crazy stuff. So I wrote down here he has some addition pages. So we do some workbooks, and so he's doing some multiplication and addition this week. And so I wanted to have in the hands-on activities he's doing for multiplying, and then the addition workbook pages that he's going to do. These multiplication activities are from my Math to Enjoy and Learn curriculum bundle, I believe. I'm trying to remember what's what. I'm pretty sure it's from that one because I have another curriculum bundle that's for younger kids and it doesn't have any multiplication. All right, and then I'm going to slide over to this child, and this kid is doing a unit all about money. So in my early learners math curriculum, there's a unit on money. So he's doing that, and there's a ton of hands-on activities he's doing with that, and I didn't have space to write them all out. So I just wrote he's doing a unit on money. Then I also had 2 place value activities that he's going to do this week. My football one, and there's one with base 10 blocks where they move them along. So that is also from my early learners math curriculum. And then I also pulled out, which I need to do a video on to show you guys, I pulled out some spring activities for us. So I have hands-on activities for spring, and he's doing butterfly coins because that goes with the unit on money as well. So he's doing that activity that I've made. I made all these activities years ago. And then he's doing one on flower shapes. So yes, I threw in some geometry in there, but that's okay. He can handle doing a couple of different math focuses for the week. Down here, I just have a section for history and science, and I just, so like one day we'll do history and one day we'll do science, and so I just kind of wrote down like, we're working on the 50 states, and this week we were focusing on famous places in certain states, famous things, and then we were doing a state puzzle to memorize where all the states were. And again, I do history and science with all of my children. Well, not with all of them. With these 2 kids, I do this stuff. So it didn't matter what column I wrote it in. I know that this stuff is for both of these kids. So, and then science, those kids are doing some activities on tame animals. So they were going to be classifying animals. And I have some sticker sheets that they were going to do. And they're doing classifying pets, farm animals, zoo animals. There was like there's an activity, and we haven't done that yet. We did this part, we haven't done this yet. So anyways, yeah. I don't have a whole lot of history and science hands-on activities that I've made for my website. I need to do that. And I also am thinking about doing a hands-on, not curriculum, not a full curriculum, but some hands-on activity things for Bible, for memorizing Bible scripture and things like that. If that's something you're interested in, if you're trying to get your kiddos to memorize Bible scripture, that might be something that I'm going to be working on as soon as I can find any time in my life. All right, yeah, so moving on, and then over here for my preschoolers, I just wanted to remember to do some circle time with them and just some different things, a couple of songs that I wanted to sing from. He never got to that fruit and veggie match activity last week, so I put it on again for this week. And he did do it this week, so I need to check that off. And then Unit 1, he's doing Unit 1 of my Early Learners Math curriculum. He's doing counting 1 to 10. And again, I didn't list out all the activities he's going to be doing because there's just a ton. And so I just listed out, okay, he did this unit. I have all those activities pulled for him, but I didn't list them all out. And then I just have a reminder here to practice his speech with play. So I want to play with him, and while we're playing with toys, I want to practice his speech. And I also am using my vocabulary for preschool activities to help with that. So I put that in here as well. So that's something else you can get on my website. And then same kind of things. Oh, here we go. So he's doing some more of those interactive books, and they're in a bundle on my website called Lots for Tots. So I wrote that in there. Oops. Reminding myself to read lots of books with them, sing some songs. And that's it. I didn't write anything for my little baby boy, but he's starting to crawl, and I can't believe it. So, yep. Well, I shouldn't say starting. He's been crawling now for like 2 weeks. Okay, so that is, let me scooch you back. That is basically how I plan. So the next section then is going to be May, next week. So now I have a blank page, and I will start with kind of my decorating, and then I will write in all of my lessons and everything like that. You do not have to spend that much time doing it. This is just what I do, and everybody's different and everybody does their own thing. So, but I know people like to see what everyone does. So that's just what I do, and I wanted to share it with you so that you could kind of, because I like watching and seeing what everyone else does, even though they do things a lot different than me. So anyways, this is the basic layout that I've created. So I'll leave links below to all these homeschool pages that Okay, so I forgot to show you how I got these pages after I printed them out in this planner. See how they pop in and out? There is a punch that you can get from the Happy Planner, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. And you can, did I get it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's? One of the two. I was at both craft stores one day, and you can just, after you print out a page, you can just punch it and put it right in your book, and you can take the pages in and out just like that. It's super, super easy. So I'm sure you know, there's a million videos on YouTube about it. So if you were looking up, you know, Happy Planner, punch, and how to put pages in and out of it, that's how you do it. So I printed basically these pages out that are on my website, and then I just punched them with the punch, and then you just pop them in. And you can take them in and out as many times as you want. So that is something that I am enjoying a lot. This section here, I'm not gonna show it to you because it's more like personal stuff, but it's just notes and things for my kids, like goals that I have for them and stuff like that. So, and different lists of like the skills and stuff like that they're working on. All right, so I'm gonna flip past that. All right, so the next section here is my journal, and my journal is pretty private. So I'm just gonna kind of show you an overview of it, but I'm not really gonna show it to you. But this is a cover from a Happy Planner, another Happy Planner, and again, I just stuck it in here. This is, hello, this journal belongs to Amanda, and then I have just, I have a book log for myself actually, and so here's just a couple of books that I've read this year. I did write them in along the spines here and here, and I've really sad I've only read like 3, 4, 6 books, and it's already going to be May. But that is, and I wrote Galatians because I did a Bible study on the book of Galatians, and so I just put that there. But then these are the other books that I've read, and this is actually a devotional that I'm working on, so it's not actually finished because you read one every day. So anyway, that's beside the point. But yep, I have one of these book logs in here for myself as well. And again, this one's in the download on my website. This is just something that I got at Bible study at my church, who I am in Christ. And so I just cut it out and taped it onto this page. And then all of these flowers around it are stickers. So I put that in there, and then, okay, yeah, I can show you this. This is just Bible verses for the month of April. I always write out one Bible verse a day when I'm doing my Bible study or my devotions. And so in my journal, I like to have a page for each month where I can write those. And so this is the one for April. And since I just started this planner towards the end of April, it's starting on April 19th. But, and then I just decorated it with like some washi tape down here and some flowery stickers. And then I'm gonna, you know, when April's done, then I will make a couple of pages for May. I will need more pages because I will have the whole month of May in here. And then for every month, I do a memory page. And so I just did this the other day. This is for the month of April. So I wait till the end of the month, and then I just print out a couple of pictures, and I just do a really fast, like this took me super fast because I print them out on my computer and cut them out and just stick them on, and then just write a few things that we did that month. So I don't scrapbook anymore, but I do one page for the whole month. So, but at the end of the year, I'll have 12 pages that look like this, just different memories and things that happened over that month. So, yep. So that's that. And then this is actually going to get into the month of April in my journal, so I'm not gonna really, it's kind of private, so I won't go into that, but you get that. And then the last section, all right, and then the last section is just, this was the back of a planner, and I just am using it as my beginning for this next section. And the last section is just some pages. This is a tab so that I know where I am. And it's basically just, I'm not even going to go through this either because you're not really watching this video for this, but this is just ideas for my fun hands-on learning business. So think my work to-do list, curriculum ideas that I have, video ideas for what you're watching right now for YouTube, and just like all sorts of just notes. All right, so that is it. All right, friends, so that is it. That is my homeschool planner. If you would like me to do plan with me videos where I take you along as I fill in my planner for the week, as you saw, like each week I do kind of a different decor theme, and then I fill in all of the things that I want to remember. If you want me to take you along on my homeschool planning and show you, do a plan with me video where I plan in this planner, let me know if you want those kind of videos. I'm trying to shake it up on this channel a little bit and do other videos besides just showing you the hands-on learning activities, but also taking you into a little bit more of what we do with homeschooling. And part of that is planning. And so if that interests you, let me know in the comments, because I don't want to make videos if it's not going to interest you, because I know most of you come here to watch the hands-on learning activities that we're doing. But if it interests you to see as I'm planning each week, let me know. I'll open up my planner and basically just film as I plan and tell you guys what I'm doing as I'm filling in, you saw my lesson planning pages. So, and then if you have any other comments on videos that you want me to do, I have been getting a comment on doing a day in the life video, but I don't know if I can really do that because it's pretty crazy with 8 kids, and especially with all my little ones. I don't think I could really do a video like that, but maybe, I don't know, maybe we could do something. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.